Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, you see this picture. At first, when I saw this post match yesterday, I thought, nah, surely someone's edited this. And then we later found out that there's been no editing done on this. This is legitimate. Pep Guardiola, ladies and gentlemen, he absolutely, it looks like he beat himself up. I mean, look, in one hand, I am so happy about the demise of Manchester City. They are in a shocking situation. They are free falling downwards badly. The decline is gargantuan, ladies and gentlemen. I've not seen a team get decimated the way Manchester City has been over the past 7 games or so. But this entire bizarre situation absolutely takes the cake. I don't know whether to laugh, to cry. I mean, this is insane. This man, I always knew he was a little bit, I don't think he's all. You see some of his interviews, you see the way he talks sometimes in the press conference. You know he's taking the mic. You know sometimes he's a little bit unstable. This, ladies and gentlemen, took place after Feyenoord came back to level the game in the Champions League against Manchester City at Manchester City's home, the Etihad Stadium, 3-3. Man City were leading 3-0 clear. And then the capitulation. I saw the goals. I didn't watch the game. I saw the goals. I have to say, look, in their past few games, I've watched Sporting, the one against Sporting, where their high line was decimated. And one of the youngsters, his last name is, I don't really want to say it, but his last name is Pussy. Yeah, that Pussy got beaten up hard. That game, their high line was decimated. Sporting absolutely handed them a proper punishment. And that same Sporting just got punished by Arsenal. It just shows what is going on with Manchester City. And then I watched their game against Brighton as well. They weren't winning any duels. They weren't winning any second balls. They were just getting thrown around like I've never seen Manchester City being thrown around like that. But this, they were clear 3-0, and then all of a sudden a complete malfunction. Edison with a hell of a lot of chaotic and erratic moments, defensively just all over the joint. And they were just willy-nilly allowing Feyenoord to basically come back into the game right at the end. I think they scored 3 goals in like 15 minutes or something, like 20 minutes, something ridiculous. I mean, this guy, ladies and gentlemen, this guy post-match actually said, I want to harm myself. He actually said that. Look, he might have been joking, but I don't think you should joke like that. I mean, he admitted that he scratched himself with his neck. I mean, this isn't some sort of an ordinary scratch, you know. I mean, have a look at the marks he put himself in on his head as well. This is incredible. I mean, look, I know he's had a stellar run at Manchester City. I know he's been so dominant season in, season out. Liverpool fans would know because obviously Chelsea, we've not competed for the Premier League for God knows how long. We beat them in the Champions League final. I'm pretty sure that would have hurt Pep Guardiola a lot, but then they later on went on to win as well. So look, they've dominated the Premier League. They've also done fairly well. They picked up a Champions League as well. And I get it that it's hard to contemplate. It's hard to take in what's going on. But this behavior is. I'm actually worried for Pep Guardiola. Is this guy? I don't know. Is he doing this for the camera? Is he Is he actually not feeling well in his head? Like, okay, Manchester City. I mean, have a look at this. We'll have a look at this interview very, very soon. Some bizarre stuff happened there, and we'll look at this as well. Look at Manchester City's last 6 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought, yeah, it was 5 losses in a row. Yeah, 2-1 loss to Tottenham. I believe that's in the Carabao Cup. Bournemouth 2-1 loss where they got absolutely bamboozled in that game as well. It seems like Man City, some of these players, they're just not capable anymore. They need a proper refreshment, honestly. They need a proper refreshing of that squad. Some of the players, I don't know, like when you've won so much for so long, is the hunger still there? Is it even about the hunger? Is it about perhaps the legs are gone now? Because they get outrun. They get outmuscled. Is the physicality, like you can clearly see Kyle Walker, for instance, the legs are finito. In midfield, look, I know they've had injuries to Rodri. I get that. He's an important factor. Rodri is a big, big factor. But some of these losses are not because of Rodri, you know. They're not winning challenges. They're not winning their duels. That's not on Rodri. Some of the, gone are those days where they had wingers like Mahrez who'd come in and score goals. Gundogan, I thought, was a smart purchase this season, but it is not the same Gundogan anymore, you know. Foden is not looking the same way. KDB has been away for a while. And even when he does play, it's not the same KDB anymore. Defensively, their high line it's shambolic, man. It's when we used to laugh at Spurs last season with their high line, right? Man City, when they're with their high line, it's so easy to break them. And then the pace, if you have some level of pace, it just hurts me that we had them in the first game week. If we had them now, I kid you not, this current Chelsea would be all over this Manchester City team, all over them. It could even be an absolute riot. Do you know what I mean? It could be 6-0 to us. It's just a shame that we don't play them for a little while. That one against Sporting, I watched that game, man. How Sporting just absolutely bullied them and took care of their high line was insane. And then Spurs beating them 4-0 just the weekend that went by. Spurs could have had 5, 6, 7 if they really were in the mood. I mean, this is unbelievable. Let me see if I can. I want to put this on. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's hear this for a second, yeah? Let's hear this out. Let's check this out. This is the interview post-match, ladies and gentlemen, where Pep Guardiola was asked about all of these scratches that he inflicted on himself. Bizarre.
Hi, Pep. Sorry to go off topic, but you've got a cut and apparently some others.
Yeah. With my finger here, with my nail.
That's fine.
I want to hurt myself. Yeah. Good night.
It'll be okay. Hi, Pep. Sorry.
I want to harm myself. And then he walked away. Yeah, I'm not entirely, like, as I said, at first I was laughing at the situation of Manchester City. Like, their demise is wonderful to see. I'm sick and tired of these guys dominating for so long, right? But this behavior, I just couldn't laugh anymore. I was like, this guy has probably never faced something like this in his life before. He's never faced something like this. And this is now becoming borderline too much for him. I'm pretty certain Pep Guardiola has never faced this. Let me know in the comment section. I'm pretty certain he's never faced anything like this. Loss, draw. And guess what? Guess who they've got next? Liverpool and Anfield. Ya Rabbil Alameen. Please. look after our brother Pep Guardiola. Like, just look after his health and his well-being. I mean, this may be looking very, very bad. I have a feeling Liverpool are gonna slap them silly. Honestly, I have a feeling Liverpool are absolutely going to murder them. It's at Anfield as well, you know. They don't even beat Liverpool at Anfield at their strongest, let alone when they're going in with this form. And the way Liverpool play with their ability to up the ante, up the energy, up the intensity, oh my God, it's gonna be a bloodbath. And if Salah's in the mood, if Luis Diaz is in the mood, and if their midfield are in the mood, they're gonna decimate. And is that why? Is that why we see Pep Guardiola like this? This isn't just a normal cut, you know. This is no normal cut. Have a look at the shiny, baldy head, scratched up, ripped up. This is self-harm, man. This is a pure attack on yourself. And his lip is busted. To have a look at his lip. Right there. See where I'm pointing right here? His lip is busted too. Nah, man, this is mad. Look at this. Look at this interview not that long ago. This man was, I mean, this is why I've been saying to you a lot in this video. Something about this guy is, I knew this from the beginning. I just, obviously look, the guy is always spitting. He's always got a little bit of spit. Look at that, man. That's disgusting. He had the same thing in the interview as well. Look, I know he's a genius. I know he's greatest of all time. He is. There's no doubt about that. But up here, I'm not quite certain about this guy. Check this out.
And you'll get it back. That fire, the players will have it.
Me personally, I need that losers. I want to be honest. For the club, it's exceptional that happened. Exceptional.
And you'll get it back. That fire.
Me personally, I need those losses. For the club, it's exceptional. You needed those losses. What, you were a bit too much floating in the air? You weren't humble enough? You needed those losses to humble yourself? Well, okay, well now, and you're saying that the club needed it. It's exceptional for the club. The club needed to wake up as well. But this, well, what's this? This is what your losses are doing to you? I mean, look, ladies and gentlemen, honestly, Manchester City, I think the era that we saw with all of these glamorous players, all of these highly technical, highly sophisticated players, it's finished. It's finished. I can't see how this Manchester, they are mentally damaged. They are dismantled. They're not in a good place. They are really not in a good place. And some of their players are gone, finished. And it's not all on Rodri. Yes, Rodri plays a big part, but it's not all on Rodri. They need to, and I know in recent times they haven't really done the greatest business of all time in the transfer market. Savio looks like a very good player, but he's not really hit the grounds running in terms of goals. Doku, he's on and off. Grealish, 100 million player, really hasn't done much. Yeah, the goals are drying up. It's all on Erling Haaland and no one else. They've lost Julian Alvarez as well during the summer window. He's gone to Atletico Madrid. He balled out Atletico Madrid earlier, yesterday, earlier my time. Julian Alvarez did splendid for Atletico Madrid. They need to head into the next window, January window at least, and recruit big time. Pep Guardiola is obviously going to be sticking around for the next 2 seasons, but this season might be a write-off. We as Chelsea fans and club, we need to ensure we pounce on them. They are most likely going to lose this weekend, I believe, against Liverpool the coming up weekend, and we need to beat Aston Villa and go right ahead of Pep Guardiola's Man City. This is the perfect opportunity. to pounce, because Manchester City, yeah, I think you might be out of this title race. It's over for you. I don't know. I can't see how they put up, 12, 13, 14 win streak like they used to in previous years. I don't know if they can manage to. They can't even manage to get one win, let alone 14 wins in a row. Do you know what I mean? They're probably stuck in a top 4 race, if not even a top 6 race. This will be a calamitous season for them. We need to make sure that we're there and we're capitalizing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about this crazy, bizarre situation with Pep Guardiola post-match against Feyenoord, absolutely dismantling his face. And of course, your thoughts about Manchester City. As I said, one hand, I'm like so happy. The demise, the decline. But wow, Pep Guardiola, calm yourself down. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya.